Hi, and welcome to the March edition of the City Managers Forum. I'm Sereniah Breland, City Manager for the City of Guthrie. Today we're going to have the opportunity to talk to our Superintendent, Dr. Mike Simpson with Guthrie Public Schools, followed up with Damon, Devereaux, our Police Chief, to talk about the duathlon that's coming to town in March. And before we do that, let's just you and I discover Guthrie.
Check out every event happening in Guthrie. Go to www.guthrieok.com. Go to the bottom of the homepage and click on the community calendar in the left-hand corner. Once you're there, take a look around the calendar, and when you see something you would like more information on, click on it with your mouse and the informational window will pop up giving you the latest details. You can also keep up with events in Guthrie by going to the Chamber of Commerce's Facebook page. Just www.facebook.com/GuthrieOK.
Every Tuesday through the end of March, the library is hosting a program called Eat Better, Move More. Join us for this series of mini talks on fitness and nutrition, including the benefit of eating more fruits and veggies, stretching and movement, the importance of dietary fiber, and healthy weight. Participants will receive a free pedometer and logbook to track progress and achievement. With this class, your New Year's resolution to live a more healthy life will stick. Please call 282-0050 to register. Space is limited every Tuesday through March from 11 to noon. Every Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. for ages 0 to 6, the library presents Story Time. Story Time consists of songs, nursery rhymes, bells, scarves, and of course books. It's a fun time had by all. Starting at 3:45 p.m. Read to Sasha. Is your child struggling to read out loud? Read to Sasha. She loves the attention and thinks everyone is a wonderful reader. Sasha is a certified therapy dog and a great listener. Thursday, March 13th, the library is providing classes for those with e-readers to teach them how to download free library books from the OK Virtual Library. Have questions about your e-readers? Bring them to the class! There is 3 available times, 1:30, 3:30, and 5:30. Please call 282-0050 to register. Space is limited. Saturday, March 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Soup Shops. This is an opportunity for brothers and sisters of children with special health and developmental needs to obtain peer support and education with a recreational context. This program is sponsored and provided by Lone County Health Department and Senior Success. During spring break, the library will host a family movie every day. The movie will start at 3 p.m. The dates are Monday, March 17th, Tuesday, March 18th, Thursday, March 20th, and Friday, March 21st. We serve popcorn and juice. Our movie licensing does not allow us to promote the title of the movie outside the library. But if you call 282-0050 or email fstewart@cityofguthrie.com, we will be more than happy to tell you the movie information. Also, because of spring break, there will be no story time on March 19th. Monday, March 24th from 6 to 8 p.m., the library will host a program called Let's Talk About It, Oklahoma. This program is a book discussion series made possible by a generous grant provided by the Oklahoma Humanities Council and several sponsoring agencies. We are reading The Awakening by Kate Chapon this month. Stop by the library and pick up a copy of the book today. The library will be closed Saturday, March 29th through Wednesday, April 2nd for annual staff development and floor maintenance. Lights do not occur when the library is closed. This is Miss Sam signing off until next month. Hope to see you around your Guthrie Public Library.
And remember to always get out and discover Guthrie.
This is Mike Simpson. I'm here with Chalk Talk, and today we're talking, again, I'm Superintendent of Guthrie Public Schools, but today we're talking with Doug Ogle, who is the new junior high principal at Guthrie Junior High. And Doug, welcome to Guthrie. We're excited to have you. I know you're in your first year. Talk to the people of Guthrie a little bit about where you came from and what all you've done in your career.
Well, thanks, Dr. Simpson, for the chance to come in and visit. This is my first year here in Guthrie. I spent the last 17 years in Blackwell, 13 years as a junior high teacher of keyboarding, physical education, geography, and American history. And then I spent the last 4 years as the assistant principal and athletic director at Blackwell High School. And so that's a little bit about my history.
Okay, so way up in northern Oklahoma, now you're down closer to central Oklahoma. You like the change so far?
I do. You know, it's like any new job, there's challenges, and it's been very nice to have a good welcome from the community. Had a lot of support that's come into the building, and excited about new leadership.
Well, tell me what you found at Guthrie Junior High since you've been here.
Well, one thing I noticed right off the bat is we have really good teachers. I've been very pleased with the staff that we have. They've been working very hard to not only help the students improve their scores, but be mentors and be someone that they can actually go to and feel comfortable talking to.
Well, you know, we've had this thing, and it's at several of our schools, called the LEAD Initiative. It's a partnership with the University of Virginia. And you know, you're new to the district this year, but talk a little bit about what that has been like and what it's all about. Tell me from the perspective of the principal.
Well, one of the reasons that Guthrie Public Schools stood out to me was because I did hear that we were going to be one of the few schools in the state that were going through the University of Virginia with this LEAD initiative. And I'm a numbers guy. I like to look at data and find different ways that we can track students and help them progress academically through those numbers. And so basically what we're doing is we're using the data that comes from 3 or 4 years, tracking those students from 4th, 5th, 6th into our building at 7th, and looking at absences. We're looking at whether they were been suspended, finding ways to get them and keep them in school, and then also looking at where they need help academically and what they need to pick up on. And so with the LEAD initiative, they gave us the tools to help us to track those students and look at data in depth more than probably what we were used to.
Well, and you know, you mentioned keeping kids in school. I know you've started something else in school at the junior high about kids and eligibility. Why don't you talk a little bit about that too?
Well, Mr. Rainwater came up with the idea, which is my assistant principal, of what's called the SIS list. We have taken, we had about half of our students, about 250 students that were on the ineligible list when it first came out. Mr. Rainwater was trying to brainstorm of how we can get that number down. So basically what we have done is we have pulled those kids at lunchtime that are ineligible, and after school, if they don't ride a bus, and we contact the parents and they're willing to keep them after school, and we're giving them tutoring. Mr. Rainwater leads that initiative. He's pulled them in. We've got that list from 250 down to about 100 right now, and so been very beneficial. Teachers really, you know, like it. The students are trying to get off that. They don't get a lunch, you know, get to go out and recess. They're in there working, so they still eat their lunch, but it's a working lunch. And so, you know, great initiative by Mr. Rainwater to take that on, and it's a lot of work for him, but we've seen great progress with that.
So just another example kind of our staff going the extra mile to try and help kids, and I really appreciate that. A lot of that goes on in your building and all the other buildings where we're trying to do all that we can to get kids to achieve more than what they currently are and take them forward academically. Anything that you found that surprised you about Guthrie?
Well, I've always heard, just because being, you know, just straight north of on I-35 was, you know, how rough Guthrie was. But like I said, the kids have been great. The parents have been, for the most part, great to work with, very supportive on decisions that we've had to make. That sometimes that's not an easy job, and so I just really thank the community and the parents for being supportive and some of the new things that we're trying to do at the junior high, because it is all to benefit their students.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. You know, there's perceptions and then there's reality, and you don't understand reality until you immerse yourself in it. So I appreciate what you said there. We've been talking with Doug Ogle, the new principal at Guthrie Junior High School, and Doug, I appreciate all that you've done to blend in with the community. You're a member of the community. You live here and do a lot of things inside the community to become a part of what makes Guthrie special, and so I appreciate you for that. You know, again, talking with Doug Ogle, one of the people that makes Guthrie Public Schools special, and I appreciate you being here today. And I'm Mike Simpson, Superintendent of Guthrie Public Schools, and now we're going to pitch it on over to Sereniah Breland, our City Manager.
So this past summer, I was able to experience our second annual triathlon, and it was fantastic. You being the police chief and also an avid triathlete,
Yes.
I know that you're excited about those type of events that we do. I think we had, how many in the triathlon this past year?
We had close to 200.
Two?
Actually, we had 223, I think. something like that.
223. So, Chief Devereaux, tell me about, I've heard now that in March, because we've had such successful triathlons, that we're going to have a duathlon. Tell me what a duathlon
A
is.
duathlon is three basic sports. Well, it's two split up into three different ways. You got your running, biking, and then running.
So those that don't like the swimming part,
Yes, this would be a great opportunity for them to partake in an event that doesn't include the swimming.
fantastic. So how many people we think would register for something like this?
For this event, I would anticipate we're looking at between 200 and 300 people again.
That's fantastic. How long, for me versus other people, it might be a very different time frame of how long it
Sure.
takes to do this. So what's the average finishing time of people? How quick does this go by?
I would say that some of the athletes will do it in just under an hour. Some of the guys that do this all the time. I mean, for your average person that may be looking at doing one or two a year or something like that, you may be looking at an hour and a half, hour and 25 minutes, something like that.
You think there'll be the younger people? You think there'll be kids that do it under 18?
I think we're going to see all sorts of ages. This is kind of the new golf, if you will. There's a while, that everybody took up golfing, and now cycling and stuff like that's kind of the rage.
Are you going to participate in the duathlon?
I'm not sure yet. I don't know if I'll participate or help.
Oh, wonderful. So no swimmers, just biking and running. Are we looking for volunteers in the community, or who puts this on?
This event is sponsored by Tri-OKC. It is a group that is formed with triathletes that like the multi-sports events. A fairly large group in Oklahoma City and Oklahoma, and they typically will do one March 29th or towards the end of March in Okarche. Due to some road construction, they're unable to have it, so they wanted to move it to Guthrie. And what I recently found out is this is going to be a yearly event for them to host as well. So it's going to add another duathlon for those that enjoy these, and also it's going to spotlight Guthrie once again.
Fantastic. We like having these events. Those people
Absolutely.
typically come and eat and enjoy the town and check out our great local businesses.
Yes.
So thanks for all that you do and getting all these people here.